And now we're going to turn to politics in a very critical week for President Biden as he tries to fend off calls from a rising number of Democrats to step aside as the party's presidential nominee. The president was defiant while he was out campaigning in the key battleground state of Pennsylvania yesterday. Nancy Cordes is at the White House. Nancy, good morning to you. He seems to be doubling down, saying he is not leaving.
That's right, Gayle, and yet there was this long conference call yesterday that was held by the House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, in which several House Democrats said that they want Biden to leave the race. This as President Biden, in several different campaign stops yesterday, said that he is not going anywhere, leading many to believe that this week could be pivotal for him.
Facing headwinds within his own party, President Biden went looking for support in Pennsylvania Sunday and found it in the form of the governor, the Philadelphia mayor, and Pennsylvania's 2 senators.
There is only one person in the country that's ever kicked Trump's in an election, and that is your president.
And yet, even as they spoke, the number of House Democrats pushing Biden to leave, both publicly and in a call of top House Democrats, was nearing a dozen, as others stopped just short.
Either he has to win overwhelmingly or he has to pass the torch to someone who can't. It's as simple as that.
Biden's team insists voters are still on his side. He's making plans to travel to Michigan on Friday and Nevada and Texas next week. But the Pennsylvania voters CBS spoke to said they're still worried.
We've been Joe Biden supporters. He's a fantastic man, and he's done wonderful stuff. But it's time for him to leave.
Biden seems completely incompetent, seems like he can't hold a thought in his head, and Trump's a liar.
In an interview on Friday, Biden said there's just one thing that could lead him to step aside.
I mean, if the Lord Almighty came out and said, Joe, get out of the race, I'd get out of the race.
Biden will be busy this week hosting NATO leaders at a summit here in Washington, D.C., and holding his first domestic solo press conference in 7 months. Congressional Democrats will be watching to see how he does.
Voters do have questions, and personally, I love Joe Biden. I don't know that the interview on Friday night did enough to answer those questions. And so I think this week is going to be absolutely critical.
Biden served in the Senate for decades, and the White House likes to point out that so far there are no Senate Democrats calling him to leave the race. But that, too, could change this week. Virginia's Democratic Senator Mark Warner had been hoping to hold a meeting to discuss the future of Biden's reelection bid. He had to change plans when news on the proposed meeting leaked, but he'll still be discussing it with colleagues informally. Vlad?
All right, Nancy Cordes for us at the White House. Nancy, thank you very much.